Hey there, it's Positive Gaming and welcome to another deck profile. Today's deck profile is called Chain Beat and I'll go through the cards if you don't know what to do. And for them people that do know what to do, then that's all well and good, but I'll explain them anyway. We play 3 Wind Up Rabbit. It's got 1400 attack, it can be searched by 10 key, and its effect is during either player's turn, you can target one wind up monster you control, banish it till your next end phase. Standby phase, sorry. So yeah. Unlike the next card you're about to see, which you probably would know what it is if you're into Chain Beat, this can be activated at any time, whether a card effect is activated or not. But it's got the downside that it doesn't return until your standby phase. Next we play 3 Evil Swarm Thunderbird. It's the same effect to banish as Rabbit, but this can only be activated once per turn, whereas Wind Up Rabbit can be activated multiple, and it can only be activated when a card effect is activated. So you chain to the card effect, and then when it comes back it gains 300 extra attack. Next we play 2 DD Warrior Lady. DD Warrior Lady is quite an old card. Its effect is when this card battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation you can banish this card and your opponent's card. Double Caius the Shadow Monarch. These are the only 2 monarchs I've got in here at the minute. I will be looking for a riser and getting a riser. I will get vanities when they come out next week in the tins. But the effect of Caius is when this card's tributed, you can remove from play 1 card on the field, and if it was a dark monster, inflict 1000 damage. Next, Double Reborn Tengu. I do want to play 3, I haven't got 3 at the minute, I've only got 2. Its effect is when it's removed from the field, banished, or sent to the graveyard, you can special summon another. So that's 12 monsters, and now we're going to move on to the spell lineup. 3 Pot of Duality. If you don't know what Pot of Duality does, evacuate the top 3 cards of your deck, and you can add one of them cards into your hand, shuffle the rest back in, but you can't special summon monsters this turn. And the only case that this affects us is if we go into our extra deck at all, but most of the time we don't because we tribute. And other than that, the only other way it would affect apart from the extra deck is the Tengu, but most of the time it doesn't get destroyed to your opponent's turn anyway. 1 Book of Moon, standard. Target 1 face up monster, flip it into face down. We don't really need to talk much more about that. 2 Fire Formation Tenki. You can only activate one of these once per turn, so you can't activate 2 in the same turn. It allows you to search from your deck a Beast Warrior monster, and it's continuous, so all Beast Warriors gain 100. Next we play triple Soul Absorption. The effect of Soul Absorption is when a card is banished, you can, you gain 500 life points for each card that's banished. So if you have 3 cards on the field, that's 1500 life points. And it works well in conjunction with the Thunderbird and the Rabbits. Next we play Double Dark Hole because I don't have Regeki. I probably would play Double Dark Hole and a Regeki anyway, because once again if you've got Rabbit Thunderbird, this does not affect us at all because we can just go banish. And especially with Thunderbird, it comes back on your opponent's standby phase, so you've already got a monster there waiting, and it destroys all monsters on the field. Staple in most decks. Dimensional Fissure. Any monster sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead, banished. The Monarch Stormforth, basically, once during this turn, if you would take tribute a monster, for a tribute summon, you contribute one monster your opponent controls, and if you control it, as if you controlled it, sorry, you can only activate one Monarch the Stormforth per turn. During the turn you activate this card, you can't summon from the extra deck. See on your downside, but that's not really a downside. So normally you'll play this, tribute for a Monarch, a Caius, a Riser if I had one, Vanity's Theme, stuff like that. By the way, this next card does not negate, just destroys one spell or trap card on the field. Quick play, you know the card. So yeah, the total deck count for this deck is 42, and as we go on to the trap cards, we play 3 compulsory escape device. I will let you into a secret with this escape device. We will use Rabbit as an example, but it does work with a Thunderbird too. If you activate compulsory escape device, which says each player chooses one monster they control and shuffles it into the deck, you can chain over this effect or the Thunderbird effect to banish itself, and then only your opponent would have to special summon shuffle a monster back into the deck. If you had a Rabbit and like a Caius on field, that wouldn't work because you'd have to shuffle the Caius. But if you've got a wind up Rabbit and a Thunderbird, you can chain both effects to the activation, and then they're banished, and then your opponent would have to shuffle and whatnot in. So back to the deck. We play triple Phoenix Wing Blast. Discard one card, target one card on the field, and return it to the top of the deck. My mate says to me, why are you playing this card? And my answer to him is like, yes, you have to discard a card and go neg 1. But if you've got something on board that you know, not this turn or next turn, or you've got back row that can stop your opponent, and you basically can go for for the win next turn. Your opponent's got something on field such as a loser's turn, or they've got the scout, or they've got something on board that you know is going to stop you. Something like maybe like a Shadow, they've got a Shadow down on the field, or a Construct. Play this card, discard a card, return it on top of the deck, and there its problems out of the way. And then if it was like an extra deck monster, they have to try and remake that extra deck monster, or they have to try and redraw the fusion cards such as the Shadow card, or the Gemini card, Brilliant Fusion, and yeah. Next we play Karma Cut. This is kind of the same as Wing Blast, but instead of returning it to the top of the deck, it banishes one monster instead of any card, but you still discard a card. And also, it's got a secondary effect that says, then banish all cards with the same name as that monster from your opponent's graveyard. Vanity's Fiend stops players from special summoning. If a card is sent from the deck or field to the graveyard, destroy it. But with the Rabbits and the Thunderbirds, they get banished instead. Hold on. I will save that card to last. TT, destroy all monsters on the field. Once again, chain the Rabbit, chain the Thunderbird. This deck's all about chaining cards with the Thunderbird, so you dodge your monsters out of the way, they return on the standby phase, and your opponent has little or nothing on board. Solemn warning, pay 2,000 life points. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, pay 2,000 life points to negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Posture escape device. It's like a Wind Blast, but it sends it to the hand, but you don't have to discard for costs. Macro Cosmos, basically same as D-Fisher, but it banishes everything, and most people don't use it, but when this card on the field, when you activate it, you can special summon one Helios the Primordial Sun from your hand or deck. Now this is the last card I want to talk about. It's DD Dynamite. My mate says, why are you playing DD Dynamite? And I was playing earlier in a tournament, which I went 3-1 in with this deck. No, 2-1, sorry, because we only played 3 rounds. I was playing Shaddoll Prediction. Basically, I had a Macro Cosmos on field. I had DD Dynamite down. He didn't have a way of getting the macro off the field, and all his cards get going banished. All his costs for the Shaddoll Ritual, Shaddoll Fusion Spell, all of that. He was left on 4-1 after several attacks from me, because my monsters aren't the biggest attackers. He had 3-9 damage total in his banished zone, because this infects 300 for each card banished. He then was about to OTK me. He played a magic card. Well, he was about to win me because I had no monsters on field. He was about to win me. He activated a magic card. It went into the grave, making it 4-2 damage. He only had 4-1. And then I flipped DD Dynamite. And I says, flip this game. And he was like, what does it do? And then he read it and then did GG's. And then it's the first time I've ever actually beaten Shaddolls. I came close yesterday. I went 3-2 in the tournament, and I went to game 3 and I lost due to construct and that. I misplayed a bit, but yeah, we do play a few extra deck cards, but not very many because we run rank 3s and 4s. Cowboy, Honorarch, Bish Dweller, Rhapsody Berserk, Castell and Diamond Dyer. I am going to play Levier the Sea Dragon. I think that's the name of it, where you can special summon a banished card, monster. But yeah, this has been MC Positive, also known as Positive Gaming, and this has been my chain beat deck profile. If you've got any suggestions, like I said, there's some cards that I need to get, some cards I need to bump up to 3, but if you've got any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And remember to rate, like, comment and subscribe. And I thank you for watching and listening, and if you are at the end of the video, I'm sorry this has been a long video. It's like 14 minutes, most longer than most deck profiles, but as it's chain beat, most people or some people have never heard of it, so I just wanted to go in depth on the cards. And like, for the younger players and the new players that don't know what a lot of cards do, because they go, because some people, I just want to say this, but some people go, yep, 3 of this, book, you all know what it does, staple. Some people don't actually know what the card does. And my meaning is, how can they choose to play a card if they don't know what it does? So basically, I tend to go over most cards in my deck. But yeah, once again, this has been Positive Gaming. Also check out MC Positive. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll chain beat you later. Bye.